Now, fair Hippolyta, our nuptial hour draws apace. 4 happy days brings in another moon. But, oh, methinks how slow this old moon wanes. She lingers my desires, like to a step-dame or a dowager, long withering out a young man's revenue.
4 days will quickly steep themselves in nights. 4 nights will quickly dream away the time, and then the moon, like to a silver bow new bent in heaven, shall behold the night of our solemnities.
Go, Philostrate, stir up the Athenian youth to merriments. Wake the pert and nimble spirit of mirth. Turn melancholy forth to funerals. The pale companion is not for our pomp.
Hippolyta, I wooed thee with my sword. And won thy love doing thee injury. But I will wed thee in another key, with pomp, with triumph, and with reveling.
Happy day, O Duke, Theseus.
Thanks, good Aegeus. What's the news with thee?
Full of vexation come I with complaint against my child, my daughter Hermia. Stand forth, Demetrius. My noble lord, this man hath my consent to marry her. Stand forth, Lysander. And my gracious Duke, this hath bewitched the bosom of my child. Thou, Lysander, thou hast given her rhymes, and at moonlight by her window sung with fading voice verses of fading love, and stolen the impression of her fantasy with bracelets of thy hair, rings, gauds, knacks, trifles, nosegays, so wing me, messengers of strong prevalent in unpardoned youth. With cunning hast thou filched my daughter's heart, turned her obedience, which is due to me, to stubborn harshness. And my gracious Duke, be it so she will not hear before your grace consent to marry with Demetrius, will I beg the ancient privilege of Athens. As she is mine, I may dispose of her, which shall either be to this gentleman or to her death, according to our law, immediately provided upon that case.
What say you, Hermia? Be advised, fair maid. To you your father should be as a god, one who composed your beauties. Yea, one to whom you are but as a form in wax, by him imprinted and within his power to leave the figure or disfigure it. Demetrius is a worthy gentleman.
So is Lysander.
In himself he is, but in this kind, watching your father's voice, the other must be held the worthier.
And would my father look but with my eyes?
Rather your eyes must with his judgment look.
I do entreat your grace to pardon me, for I know not by what power I am made bold, nor how it may concern my modesty in such a presence here to plead my thoughts. But I beseech your grace that I may know the worst that may befall me in this case if I refuse to wed Demetrius.
Either to die the death, or to abjure forever the society of men.
Therefore, fair Hermia, question your desires. Know of your youth, examine well your blood. Whether you yield not to your father's choice, you can enjoy the livery of a nun. For I to be in shady cloister nude, to live a barren sister all your life, chanting faint hymns to the cold, fruitless moon. Thrice blessed are those that master so their blood to undergo such maiden pilgrimage. But earthlier happy is the rose distilled than that which, withering on the virgin thorn, grows, lives, and dies in single blessedness.
So will I grow, so live, so die, my lord, ere I will yield my virgin patent up unto his lordship, whose unwished yoke my soul consents not to give sovereignty.
Take time to pause, and by the next new moon, the sealing day betwixt my love and I, an everlasting bond of fellowship. Upon that day, either prepare to die for disobedience to your father's will, or to wed Demetrius as he would, or on Diana's altar to protest for I have surety and single life.
Relent, sweet Hermia, and Lysander, yield thy crazed title to my certain right.
You have her father's love, Demetrius. Let me have Hermia's. Do you marry him?
Scornful Lysander! True, he hath my love. What is mine, my love shall render him. And she is mine, and all my right of her I do estate unto Demetrius.
I am, my lord, as well derived as he, as well possessed. My love is more than his. My fortunes, every way, as fairly ranked, if not with advantage, as Demetrius. Why should I not then prosecute my right? Demetrius, I'll vouch to his head, made love to Neater's daughter Helena, and won her soul. And she, sweet lady, dotes, devoutly dotes in idolatry upon this spotted and inconstant man.
I must confess I have heard so much, and with Demetrius thought to have spoke thereof. But being over full of self-affairs, my mind did lose it. But Demetrius, come, and come, Aegeus, you shall go with me. I have some private schooling for you both. As for you, fair Hermia, look to arm yourself to fit the fancies of your father's will, or else the law of Athens yields you up, by which no means we may extenuate to death or to a vow of single life. Come, my Hippolyta. What cheer, my love? Demetrius and Aegeus, go along. I shall employ you in some business against our nuptial, and confer with you of something that nearly concerns yourselves.
With duty and desire we follow.
How now, my love? Why is your cheek so pale? How chance the roses there do fade so fast?
To be like her once rain, which I could well detain them from the tempest of my eyes.
For aught that I could ever read, never hear by tale or history, the course of true love never did run smooth. But either it was different in blood,
Oh, cross, too high to be enthralled to love.
or else misgrafted in respective years.
Oh, spite, too old to be engaged to young.
Oh, merit stood upon the choice of friends.
Oh, hell, to choose love by another's
Or
eyes.
if there were a sympathy in choice, war, death, or sickness did lay siege to it, making it momentary as a sound, swift as a shadow, short as any dream, brief as the lightning in the calling night that in a spleen doth unfold both heaven and earth. And ere a man hath the power to say, behold, the jaws of darkness do devour it up, so quick bright things come to confusion.
Then true lovers have been ever crossed. It stands as an edict in destiny. So then let us teach our tribe patience, as it is a customary cross, as due to love is thoughts and dreams and sighs, wishes and tears, poor fancy's followers.
A good persuasion. Therefore hear me, Hermia. I have a widow aunt, a dowager of great revenue, and she hath no child. From Athens is her house remote 7 leagues, and she respects me as her only son. There, gentle Hermia, may I marry thee, and to that place the sharp Athenian law cannot pursue us. If thou lovest me, then steal forth thy father's house tomorrow night, and in the wood, a league without the town, where I did meet thee once with Helena to observance to a morn of May. There will I stay with thee.
My good Lysander, I swear to thee by Cupid's strongest bow, by his best arrow with the golden head, by the simplicity of Venus's doves, by that which kniteth souls and prosper loves, by all the vows that ever men have broke, in number more than ever women spoke. In that same place thou hast appointed me, tomorrow truly will I meet with thee.
Keep promise, love. Look, here comes Helena.
Godspeed, fair Helena. Whither away?
Oh, call you me fair? That fair again I'd say. Demetrius loves your fair. Oh, happy fair. Were the world mine, Demetrius being baited, the rest I give to be to you translated. Oh, teach me how you look. And with what heart you sway the motion of Demetrius' heart.
I frown upon him, yet he loves me still.
Oh, that your frowns could teach my smile such skill.
I give him curses, yet he gives me love.
Oh, that my prayers with such affection move.
The more I hate, the more he follows me.
The more I love, the more he hateth me.
His folly, Helen, is no fault of mine.
Oh, none but your beauty. Oh, would that fault were mine.
Take comfort. He no more shall see my face. Lysander and myself will fly this place. Before the time I did Lysander see, seemed Athens a paradise to me. But then what graces in my love do dwell, he hath turned a heaven unto a hell.
Helena, to your minds we will unfold. Tomorrow night, when Phoebe doth behold her silver visage in the watery glass, decking with liquid pearls the bladed grass, a time when lovers' flights doth still conceal, through Athens' gates we've devised to steal.
And in the wood where often you and I, upon faint primrose beds, were wont to lie, emptying our bosom of the council sweet, there my Lysander and myself shall meet, and thence from Athens turn away our eyes to seek new friends and stranger companies. Farewell, sweet playfellow. Pray thou for us, and may good luck grant thee thy Demetrius. Keep word, Lysander. We must starve our sight from lovers' food till morrow, deep midnight.
I will, my Maria. Helen, adieu. As you on him, Demetrius dote on you.
How happy some or other some can be. Through Athens, I am thought as fair as she. Oh, what of that? Demetrius thinks not so. He will not know us all but he do know. As he errs, doting on Hermia's eyes, so I, admiring of his qualities. Things base and vile, holding no quantity. Love can transpose the form and dignity. Love looks not with the eyes, but with the mind. And therefore is winged Cupid painted blind. Nor hath love's mind of any judgment taste, for wings and no eyes figure unheedy haste. And therefore is love said to be a child, because in choice he is so oft beguiled, as waggish boys and gain themselves forswear. So the boy love is perjured everywhere. For ere Demetrius looked on Hermia's eye, he hailed down oaths that were only mine. And when this hail some heat from Hermia felt, so he dissolved, and showers of oaths did melt. I will go tell him of Hermia's flight. Then to the wood will he tomorrow night pursue her, and for this intelligence, if I have thanks, it is a dear expense. But herein I mean to enrich my pain, to have his sight thither and back again.
Nick Bottom the Weaver.
Ready? Name a part I am for and proceed.
You, Nick Bottom, are set down for Pyramus.
What is Pyramus, a lover or a tyrant?
A lover who kills himself, most gallant, for love.
That will require some tears in the true performing of it, if I do it. Let the audience look to their eyes. I will move storms. I will condole in some measure. To the rest.
Francis Foucault.
Yet my chief humor is for a tyrant. I can play Urkels rarely, or a part to tear a cat in, to make all split. The raging rocks and shivering shocks shall break the locks of prison gates, and Phoebus's car shall shine from far and make and mar the foolish fates. This was lofty. Now name the rest of the players.
Francis Foucault.
This is Urkel's bane, a tyrant's bane, a lover's war. Snowman.
Francis Flute the Bellows Mender.
Here, Anita Quince.
Flute, you must take Thisbe on you.
What is Thisbe, a wandering knight?
Tis the lady that Pyramus must love.
Hey, Faith! Let not me play a woman! I have a beard coming.
That is all one. You shall play to the mast, and you may speak as small as you will.
And I may hide my face. Let me play Thisbe too. I'll speak in a monstrous little voice. Thisbe! Thisbe!
No, you must play Pyramus. Flute, you Thisbe.
Well, proceed.
Robin Starveling the Tailor.
Here, Anita Quince.
Robin Starveling, you must play Thisbe's mother. Thomas Knapp the Tinker.
Here, Anita Quince.
You, Pyramus' father. Myself, Thisbe's father. Snap the Joiner, you the lion's part, and here I hope is the play fitted.
Have you the lion's part written? Pray you, if it be, give it me, for I am slow of study.
You may do it extempore, for it is nothing but roaring.
Let me play the lion. I will roar you that I will do any man's heart good to hear me. I will roar that the Duke will say, yes, let him roar again. Roar again.
And you would do it too terribly that you would frighten the Duchess and the ladies that they would shrink, and that were enough to hang us all.
That would hang us! Every mother's son!
I grant you, friends, if you were to fright the ladies out of their wits, they should have no more discretion but to hang us. But I will aggravate my voice, so I will roar you as gently as any sucking dove. I will roar you, and for any nightingale. Roar!
Pyramus is a sweet-faced man, a proper man, as one shall see in a summer's day most lovely. Gentlemen like me, therefore you must needs play Pyramus.
Well, I'll
Masters, here are your parts. And I am to entreat you, request you, and desire you to come by tomorrow night and meet me in the palace wood, a mile without town by moonlight. There we will rehearse, for if we meet in the city, we will be dogged with company, and our devices known. In the meantime, I will draw bill of property such as our play wants. I pray you fail me not.
We will meet, and there we will rehearse most obscenely and courageously. Take pains. Be perfect. Adieu.
And do so, Queenie.
Enough! All to cut bowstrings.
How now, spirits?
Whither wander you? Over hill, over dale, through bush, through briar, over park, over pale, through flood, through fire. I do wander everywhere, swifter than the moon sphere. And I serve the fairy queen to do her orbs upon the green.
The king doth keep his revels here tonight.
Take heed the queen come not within his sight. For Oberon is passing fell in wrath, because that she, as her attendant, hath a lovely boy stolen from an Indian king.
She never had so sweet a changeling.
And jealous Oberon would have the child, knight of his train, to trace the forest wild.
But she, perforce, withholds the loved boy, crowns him with flowers, and makes him all her joy.
And now they never meet in grove,
Or green,
by fountain clear,
or spangled starlight sheen.
But they do square,
That all their elves revere,
creep into acorn cups, and hide them there. Either I mistake your shape and make you white, or else you are that shrewd and knavish sprite called Robin Goodfellow. Are not you he that hobgoblin call you and sweet puck? You do their work, and they shall have good luck. Are not you he?
Thou speak'st aright. I am that merry wanderer of the night. I jest to Oberon, and make him smile, with eye of fat and beef and horse beguile, neighing in likeness of a filly foal.
and sometime lurk I in a gossip's bowl, in very likeness of a roasted crab. And when she drinks, against her lips I bob, and on her
some time for a 3-foot stool mistaken me. Then slip I from her bum, down topple she,
And Taylor cries and falls into a coma.
and then the whole choir hold their hips
And laugh.
and wax it in their mirth,
And knees.
and swear a merry hour was never wasted there. But room fairy,
Here comes Oberon. And here my mistress. Would that you were gone.
Ill-met by moonlight, proud Titania.
What, jealous Oberon? Fairies, skip hence. I have forsworn his bed and company.
Terror! Rash, wanton, am I not thy lord?
Then I must be thy lady. But I know when thou hast stolen away from fairyland, and in the shape of Corin sat all day playing on pipes of corn, and versing love to the amorous Phillida. Why art thou here come from the farthest steppe of India? But that, forsooth, the bouncing Amazon, your buskin mistress and warrior love, to Theseus must be wedded. And you've come to give their bed joy and prosperity.
How canst thou for shame, Titania, glance at my credit with Hippolyta, knowing I know thy love to Theseus? Didst thou not lead him through the glimmering night from Periguna, whom he ravished, and make him with fair Agles break his faith with Ariadne and Antiopa?
These are the forgeries of jealousy! And never since the midsummer spring met me on hill, in dale, forest, or mead, by paved fountain or by rushing brook, or in the beached margin of the sea, to dance our ringlets to the whistling wind. But with thy brawls thou hast disturbed our sport. Therefore the wind, piping to us in vain, as in revenge has sucked up from the sea contagious fogs, which falling on the land have made every pelting river so proud that they have overborne their continents. The ox hath therefore stretched his yoke in vain. The plowman lost his sweat, and the green corn hath rotted ere its youth attained a beard. The human mortals want their winter cheer. No night is now with him or carol blessed. Therefore the moon, the governess of floods, pale in her anger, washes all air that rheumatic diseases do abound. And through this distemperature we see the seasons alter. The spring, the summer, childing fall, angry winter, change their wonted liveries. And the mason world by their increase now knows not which is which. And this same progeny of evils comes from our debate, from our dissension. We are their parents and original.
Do you amend it then? It lies in you. Why should Titania cross her Oberon? I do but beg a little changeling boy to be my henchman.
Set your heart at rest! The very land buys not the child from me. His mother was a votress of my order, and in the spiced Indian air by night, full often has she gossiped by my side, and sat with me on Neptune's yellow sands, marking the embarking traders in the flood. When we have laughed to see the sails conceive, and grow big-bellied with the wonted wind, but she with pretty, with swimming gait following, her wound then rich with my own squire, would imitate, and sail upon the land to fetch me trifles, and return again as from a voyage, rich with merchandise. But she, being mortal, of that boy did die. And for her sake do I rear up her boy, and for her sake I will not part with him.
How long within this wood intend you stay?
Perchance till after Theseus' wedding day. If you will patiently dance in our rounds and see our moonlight revels, go with us. If not, shun me and I will spare your haunts.
Give me the boy, and I will go with you.
Not for thy fairy kingdom. Fairies, away. We shall chide down right if I longer stay.
Well, go thy way! Thou shalt not from this grove till I torment thee for this injury. My gentle Puck, come hither. Thou rememberest, since once I sat upon a promontory, and heard a mermaid on a dolphin's back uttering such dulcet and harmonious breath, that the rude sea grew civil at her song, and certain stars shot madly from their spheres to hear the sea maid's music.
I remember.
That very time, I saw, but thou couldst not, flying between the cold moon and earth, Cupid all armed. A certain aim he took at a fair vestal thrown by the west, and loosed his love shaft smartly from his bow as it should pierce 100,000 hearts. But I might see young Cupid's fiery shaft quenched in the chaste beams of the watery moon. The imperial voters pass it on, in maiden meditation, fancy-free. Yet marked I where the bolt of Cupid fell. It fell upon a little western flower, before milk white, now purple with love's wound, and maidens call it love in idleness. Fetch me that flower, the herb I showed thee once. The juice of it, on sleeping eyelids laid, will make or man or woman madly dote on the next live creature it sees. Fetch me that herb, and be thou here again ere the Leviathan can swim a league.
I'll put a girdle round about the earth.
In 40 minutes.
Having once this juice, I'll watch Titania when she is asleep, and drop the liquor of it in her eyes. The next thing then she waking looks upon, be it on lion, bear, wolf or bull, on meddling monkey or busy ape, she shall pursue with the soul of love. And ere I take this charm from off her sight, as I can take it with another herb, I'll make her render up her page to me. But who comes here? I am invisible, and I will overhear their conference.
I love thee not, therefore pursue me not. Where is Lysander and fair Hermia? All for one I'll slay, the other slayeth me. Thou toldest me they were stolen unto this wood. And here am I, and wood within this wood, because I cannot meet my Hermia. And get thee gone and follow me no more.
Oh, you draw me, you hard. But yet you draw not iron. For my heart is true as steel. Leave you your power to draw, and I shall have no power to follow you.
Do I entice you? Do I speak you fair, or rather do I not? In plainest truth, tell you I do not, nor I cannot love you.
And even for that, I do love you the more. I am your spaniel. Demetrius, the more you beat me, the more I will fawn on you. Use me but as your spaniel, spurn me, strike me, use me, neglect me, lose me. Only give me leave, unworthy as I am, to follow you. What worse place can I beg in your love, and yet a place of high respect with me, than to be used as you use your dog?
Tempts not too much the hatred of my spirit, for I am sick when I do look on thee.
And I am sick when I look not on you.
You do impeach your modesty too much. Leave the city and commit yourself into the hands of one that loves you not. To trust the opportunity of night and the on a desert place with the rich worth of your virginity.
Your virtue is my privilege. For it is not night that I do see your face. Therefore, I think I am not in night, nor doth this wood lack worlds of company. For you, in my respect, are all the world. Then how can it be said that I'm alone, when all the world is here to look on me?
I'll run from thee. And hide me in the brakes and leave thee to the mercy of wild beasts.
The wild cat not such a heart as you. Run when you will, the story shall be changed. Apollo flies and Daphne holds the chase. The dove pursues the griffin. The Nile tide makes speed to catch the tiger. Oh, boot the speed, where cowardice pursues and valor flies!
I must say like questions, let me go! Or if thou follow me, do not think but I shall do thee mischief in the wood.
I? In the temple, the town, the field, you do me mischief, fine, Demetrius! Your wrongs to set a scandal of my sex. We cannot fight for love as men may do. We should be wooed, and we're not made to woo. I'll follow thee, and make a heaven of hell. Oh, to die upon the hand I love so well.
Fare thee well, nymph. Ere he do leave this grove, thou shalt fly him, and he shall seek thy love. Hast thou the flower? Welcome, wanderer.
I.
There it is. I pray thee give it me. I know a bank where the wild thyme blows, where oxlips and nodding violet grows, quite over canopied with luscious woodbine, with sweet musk roses and eglantine. There lies Titania sometime in the night, lulled in these flowers with dances and delight, and there the snake throws her enameled skin, lead wide enough to wrap a fairy in. With the juice of this, I'll streak her eyes and make her full of hateful fantasies. Take thou some of it, and seek through this grove a sweet Athenian lady is in love with a disdainful youth. Anoint his eyes, but do it so the next thing he espies may be the lady. Thou shalt know the man by the Athenian garments he hath on. Affect it with some care, that he may prove more fond on her than she upon her love. And look thou meet me ere the first cock crow.
Fear not, my lord.
Your servant shall do so.
Come! Now around them. Sing me now to sleep. Then to your offices and let me rest.
What thou seest when thou dost wake, do it for thy true love take. Love and languish for his sake. Be it ounce or cat or bear, pard or boar with bristled hair, in thy eye it shall appear. When thou wakest, it is thy dear. Wake when some vile thing is near.
Fair love, you faint with wandering in the woods. To speak truth, I had forgot our way. We'll rest us, Hermia, if you think it's good, and tarry for comfort of today.
Be it so, Lysander. How'd you out of bed? On this bank will rest my head.
One turf should serve as pillow for us both. One heart, one bed, two bosoms, and one trove.
Nay, good Lysander, for my sake, my dear, lie further off yet. Do not lie so near.
Take the sense, sweet, of my innocence. Love takes the meaning in love's conference. I mean that my heart unto yours is knit, so that but one heart we can make of it. Two bosoms interchained with an oath, so and two bosoms in a single trove. And by your side, no bedroom you deny. For lying so rude, I do not lie.
Lysander riddles very prettily. Now must be sure my manners and my pride, if Hermia meant to say Lysander lied. But gentle friend, in love and courtesy, lie further off, in human modesty. Such separation, as may well be said, becomes a virtuous bachelor and a maid. So far be distant, and good night, sweet friend. Thy love ne'er alter until thy sweet life end.
Amen. Amen to that. Fair prayer, say I. And then end life when I am lived. Here is my bed. Sleep, give thee all his rest.
With half that wish, the wisher's eyes be pressed.
Through the forest have I gone, but Athenian found I none, on whose eyes I might approve this flower's force in stirring love.
Night and silence.
Who is here?
Weeds of Athens he doth wear. This is he my master said despiseth the Athenian maid.
And hear the maiden, sleeping sound on the dank and dirty ground.
Pretty soul. She durst not lie near this, lack love, this killed courtesy.
Churl, upon thy eyes I throw all the power this charm doth owe.
Now when thou wakest, let love forbid sleep his seat on thy eyelid.
So awake when I am gone, for I must now to Oberon!
Stay, though thou kill me, sweet Demetrius.
I charge thee hence, do not haunt me thus!
Or wilt thou darkly leave me here? Do not so!
Stay on thy peril! I alone will go!
Oh, I am out of breath in this fond chase. The more my prayers, the lesser is my grace. Happy is Hermia, wheresoe'er she lies, for she hath blessed and attractive eyes. How came her eyes so bright? Not with salt tears. If so, my eyes are oftener washed than hers. Oh no. I am as ugly as a bear. It's the meeky to run away for fear. Therefore, no marvel though Demetrius do, as a monster fly my presence thus. Oh, what wicked and dissembling glass of mine made me compare to Hermia's fiery eye. But who is here? Lysander! On the ground? Dead? Or asleep? I see no blood, no wound. Lysander! 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 If you live, good sir, awake!
And run through fire I will for thy sweet sake. Nature shows art that through thy bosom makes me see thy heart. Words, Demetrius! Oh, the word of that vile name to perish on my sword!
No, do not say so, Lysander, say not so! What, though he love your Hermia? What though? Yet Hermia still loves you, then be content.
Content? With Hermia? No. I do repent the tedious minutes I with her have spent. Not Hermia, but Helena I love. The will of man is by his reason swayed, and reason says you are the worthier maid. Things growing are not ripe until their season, so I, being young till now, ripe not to reason, and touching now the point of human skill, reason becomes the marshal to my will, and leads me to your eyes, where I o'erlook love stories written in love's richest book.
Wherefore was I to this king mockery born? When at your hands did I deserve such scorn? Is it not enough? Is it not enough? I never can deserve a sweet look from Demetrius' eye, but you must flout my insufficiency. Oh, good troth, you do me wrong. Good sooth, you do in such disdainful manner me to woo. But fare ye well, perforce, I must confess, I thought you a lord of more true gentleness. Oh, that a lady of one man refused should therefore of another be abused.
She sees not Hermia. Hermia, sleep thou there, and never mayst thou come Lysander near. For as a serpent of the sweetest things, the deepest loathing to the stomach brings. So thou, my serpent, and my heresy, of all be hated, but the most of me. And all my powers address your love and might to honor Helen and to be her knight.
Help me, Lysander! Help me! Do thy best to pluck this crawling serpent from my breast! Ay me, for pity. What a dream was here. Lysander, look how I do quake with fear. Methought a serpent ate my heart away, while you sat smiling at his cruel prey. Lysander, what, removed? Lysander, Lord! What, out of hearing gone? No sound, no word? Alack, where are you? Speak in if you hear. Speak of all loves. I swoon almost with fear. No? And I perceive that you are not nigh. Neither death or you I'll find immediately.
Are we on there?
And here's a marvelous convenient place for our rehearsal. This green plot shall be our stage that will break our tiring house, and we will do it in action as we will do it before the Duke.
I need to quit.
What sayest thou, Willie Bottom?
There are things in this comedy of Pyramus and Thisbe that will never please. First, Pyramus must draw his sword and kill himself, which the ladies cannot abide. How answer you that?
By the larkin, hearts.
I believe you must leave the killing out when all is done.
No, wait! I have a device to make all well. Write me a prologue, and let the prologue seem to say that we shall do no harm with our swords, and that Pyramus is not killed indeed, and for the more better assurance that I, Pyramus, am not Pyramus, but Bottom. This will put them out of fear.
Well, we shall have such a prologue.
Will not the ladies you fear the lion?
I fear it, I promise you.
Masters, you ought to consider amongst yourselves to bring in, God shield us, a lion amongst ladies is a most dreadful thing, for there is no more fearful, wild fowl than your lion living, and we ought to look to it.
Therefore, prologue must say he is not a lion.
Nay, he must name his name, and half his face must be seen through the neck of the lion, he himself must speak through, saying thus or the same effect, ladies, or fair ladies, or I would wish you, or I would request you, or I would entreat you not to fear, not to tremble. My life is yours. If you think I come hither as a lion, it were pity on my life. No, I am no such thing. I am a man, as other men are. And there it is. Let him name his name and tell plainly he is snug.
Well, it shall be so. But there is two hard things, that is, to bring moonlight into the chamber, for you know Pyramus and Thisbe meet by moonlight.
Doth the moon not shine the night we play our play?
A calendar! A calendar! Look in the almanac! Find out moonshine! Find out moonshine!
Yes, it doth shine that night.
Why then may you leave a casement at the great chamber window where we play open, and the moon may shine in at the casement?
Aye, or else one must come in with a bush of thorns and a lantern, and say he comes to disfigure or to present the person of moonshine.
Then there's another thing. We must have a wall in the great chamber, for Pyramus and Thisbe says the story to talk to the chink of a wall.
You can never bring in a wall. What say you, Bottom?
Some man or other must present wall, and let him have some plaster or some loam or some rough cast about him to signify wall. And let him hold his fingers thus, and through that cranny shall Pyramus and Thisbe whisper.
When you have spoken your speech, enter into that great fair, and so everyone according to his cue.
What tempted homespuns have we swaggering here, so near the cradle of the fairy queen?
What a play towards.
I'll be an auditor.
An actor too, perhaps, if I see cause.
Speak, Pyramus! Thisbe, stand forth.
savors sweet.
Odors!
Odors.
Odors, savor sweet. So hath thy voice, my dearest Thisbe dear. But hark, oh voice, stay thou but here a while, and by I will appear to thee.
A stranger pianist in airplay here.
Must I speak now?
Aye, fairy, must you? For you must understand, he goes but to see a noise that he heard, and is to come again.
Most most lily white of hue, of color like red rose, of triumphant brow, most bristling juvenile, most lovely Jew, as true as horse, that yet would never tire, or reach the pyramid of Phineas true.
Speak that yet! That you answer to Pyramus! You speak only in parts and wants twos and all! Enter Pyramus, your cue is past! It is never tire!
As true as horse, that yet would never tire.
If I were fair, Thisbe, I would only die.
Monstrous! For strength we are hunting! Bring us to the
I'll follow you.
I'll lead you about a route.
Through bog,
Through bush.
through break.
Through briar.
Sometime a horse I'll be.
Sometime. Headless bear.
Sometime. And bark
And grunt.
and roar.
And burn.
Like horse,
Hound.
hog,
Bear.
fire, at every turn.
Why did they run away? This is a knavery of them to make me afeard.
Oh, Bottom! Thou unchained! What is upon thee?
An ass head of your own, do you?
Bless thee, Bottom! Bless thee! Thou art translated!
I see their knavery. This is to make an ass of me. To frighten me, if they could. But I will not stir from this spot, do what they can. I will walk up and down here, and I will sing that they shall hear that I am not afraid. The so cock, so black of hue, with orange tawny bill, the throstle with his note so true, the wren with little quill.
What angel wakes me from
The sparrow and the lark, the birds on
I pray thee, gentle mortal, sing again. Mine ear is much enamored to thy note. So is mine eye enthralled to thy shape. And thy fair virtue's force perforce doth move me, on first view to say, to swear, I love thee.
Methinks, mistress, you should have little reason for that. And yet, to speak the truth, love and reason keep little company together nowadays. The more the pity that some honest neighbors will not make them friends. Nay, I can greet convocation.
Thou art as wise as thou art beautiful.
Not so, neither. But if I had enough wit to get out of this wood, I'd have done to serve my own turn.
Out of this wood! Do not desire to go. Thou shalt remain here whether thou wilt or no. I am a spirit of no the summer still doth tend upon my state, and I do love thee. Therefore, go with me, and I will give thee fairies to attend on thee, and they shall fetch thee jewels from the deep, and sing while on pressed flowers thou dost sleep. And I will purge thy mortal grossness so, that thou shalt like an airy spirit go. Peas blossom, cobweb, mote, and mustard seed.
Ready. And I.
And I.
And I.
Where shall we go?
Be kind and courteous to this gentleman. Hop in his walks and gambol in his eyes. Feed him with apricots and dewberries, with purple grapes, green figs, and mulberries. The honey bags steal from the humblebees, and the night tapers crop their waxen thighs, and light them at the fiery glowworm's eyes, to have my love to bed, and to arise, and pluck the wings from painted butterflies, to fan the moonbeams from his sleeping eyes. Nod to him, elves, and do him courtesies.
Hail, mortal. Hail.
Hail. Hail.
I cry your worship's mercy heartily. Your worship's name, I beseech you, sir.
Cobweb.
Good Master Cobweb, I shall desire you of more acquaintance. If I cut my finger, I shall make bold with you. Your name, honest gentleman.
Peas blossom.
I pray you, commend me to Mistress Squash, your mother, and to Master Peacecock, your father. Master Peace Blossom, I shall desire you more acquaintance too. Your name, I beseech you, sir.
Mustard seed.
Good Master Mustard Seed, I know your patience well. That same cowardly, giant-like ox beef hath oft devoured I promised you, a kindred hath made my eyes water air. Now I shall desire you a more acquaintance too. Master Mustard Seed.
Come, wait upon him, lead him to my bower. The moon, methinks, looks with a watery eye, and when she weeps every little flower, lamenting some enforced chastity. Tie up my love's tongue, bring him silently.
Here comes my messenger. How now, mad spirit? What night rule now about this haunted grove?
My mistress, with a monster, is in love.
Near to her close and consecrated bower.
While she was in her dull and sleeping hour, a crew of patches
Rude mechanicals that work for bread upon Athenian stars
were met together to rehearse a play.
intended for great Theseus' nuptial day.
The shallowest thick-skinned of that barren soul.
Who Pyramus presented in their sport, forsook his scene and entered in a break.
When I did him a disadvantage take,
And
as his knoll I fixed it on his head.
A knoll! His Thisbe must
my mimic tongue.
When they inside,
As wild geese at the creeping fowler eye.
Or russet-pated chops
Many in sort, rising and cawing at the gun's reports.
sever themselves and madly sweep the sky.
So at his sight, away his fellows fly.
And at our stem, here o'er and o'er one falls.
He murder cries and help from Athens calls.
We're senseless weak.
Lost, the fears thus strong.
Made senseless things begin to do them wrong.
For briars,
And thorns,
at their apparel snatch.
and sleeves,
Some hats,
from yielders all things catch.
I led them on in this distracted fear.
And left sweet Pyramus translated there.
When in that moment,
So it came to pass to Tawny Wing.
and straightway, loved and asked.
This falls out better than I could devise. But hast thou yet lashed the Athenian's eyes with the love juice, as I bid thee do?
I took him sleeping,
That is finished too.
and the Athenian woman by his side.
And when he waked, of force she must be eyed.
Stand close. This is the same Athenian.
This is the woman.
But not this the man.
Why rebuke you him that loves you so? Lay breath so bitter on your bitter foe.
now I but chide, but I should use thee worse. For thou, I fear, hast given me cause to curse. If thou hast slain thy sander in his sleep, being o'ershoes in blood, plunge in the deep and kill me too. The sun was not so true unto the day as he to me. Ye have stolen away from sleeping Hermia? It cannot be, but thou hast murdered him. So should a murderer look, so dead, so grim.
So should the murdered look, and so should I. Pierce through the heart with your stern cruelty. Yet you, the murderer, look as bright, as clear as yonder Venus in her glittering spear.
What's this to my Lysander? Where is he? Had good Demetrius. Wilt thou give him me?
I had rather give his carcass to my hounds.
Out, dog. Out, cur. Thou drives me past the bounds of maiden's patience. Hast thou slain him then? Henceforth never be numbered among men. Oh, once. Tell true. Tell true, even for my sake. Durst thou have looked upon him awake? And hast thou killed him sleeping? Oh, brave touch. Did not a worm, an adder do so much? An adder did it, for with doubler tongue than thine, thou serpent, never adder
You
stops.
spend your passion on a misprized moon. I am not guilty of Lysander's blood, nor is he dead for aught that I can tell.
I pray thee, tell me then that he is well.
And if I could, what should I get therefore?
A privilege, never to see me more. From thy hated presence part I so. See me no more, whether he be dead or no.
There is no following her in this fierce vein. Here, therefore, for a while I will remain. So sorrow's heaviness doth heavier grow for a debt that bankrupt sleep doth sorrow owe. While in some slight measure it will pay, if for his tender here I make some stay.
What hast thou done? Thou hast mistaken quite, and laid the love juice on some true love sight. Of thy misprison must perforce ensue some true love turn, but not a false turn true.
Then fate o'errules.
Then one man holy
A
troth.
million fail.
Confounding oath and oath.
About the wood go, swifter than the wind, and Helena of Athens, look thou find. All fancy sick is she and pale of cheer, with sighs of love that cost the flesh blood dear. By some illusion see thou bring her here, I'll charm his eyes against she doth appear.
I go.
I go.
Look how I go, swifter than arrow from the Tartar's bow.
Flower of this purple dye, hit with Cupid's archery, sink in apple of his eye. When his love he doth espy, let her shine as gloriously as Venus of the sky. When thou wakest, if she be by, beg of her for remedy.
captain of our fairy band, Helena, is here at hand.
And the youth, mistook by me, leaving for a lover's fee.
Shall we their fond pageant see?
Lord, what fools these mortals be!
Stand aside. The noise they make will cause Demetrius to awake.
Then will
two
two
at once for one.
That must needs be sport alone.
And these things do best please me
that befall preposterously.
Why should you think that I should woo and scorn? Scorn and derision never come in tears, look! When I vow, I weep. And vows so born, in their nativity all truth appears. How can these things in me seem scorn to you, bearing the badge of faith that proves them true?
Do advance your cunning more and more when truth kills truth. Oh, devilish holy fray! These vows are Hermia's. Will you give her o'er? Weigh oath with oath, and you will nothing weigh. Your vows to her and me put in two scales will even weigh both as light as chaos.
And of judgment went to her I swore.
Oh, Lord, none in my mind. Now you give her o'er.
Demetrius loves her, and he loves not you.
Oh, Helen! Goddess! Nymph perfect, divine! To what, my love, shall I compare thine eye? Crystal is muddy, oh how ripe in show. Lips, those kissing cherries tempting grow. That pure, congealed white, high Taurus snow, fanned with the eastern wind, turns to a crow, and thou holdest up thy hand. Oh, let me kiss this princess of pure white, the seal of bliss.
Oh, spite! Oh, hell! I see you are bent to set against me for your merriment. Oh, if you were civil and you courtesy, you would not do me thus much injury. Can you not hate me, as I know you do, and must join in souls to mock me too? If you were men, as men you are in show, you would not use a gentle lady so, to vow and swear. Suka praise my parts. And I am sure you hate me with your hearts. You are both rivals and love Hermia, and now both rivals to mock Helena. A trim exploit, a manly enterprise to conjure up tears in a poor maid's eyes with your derision. None of noble sort would so offend a virgin and extort the poor soul's patience, all to make you sport.
You are unkind, Demetrius. Be not so, for you love Hermia. This you know I know. And here, with all goodwill, with all my heart, in Hermia's love I yield you up my part. And you of Helen to me bequeath, whom I do love and will do till my death.
Never did mockers waste more idle breath.
Lysander, keep thy Hermia, I will none. If ere I loved her, all that love is gone. My heart to her, but as a guest-wise sojourned, and now to Helen is at home returned, there to remain.
Helen, it is not so.
Disparage not the fate thou dost not know, lest thy peril thou abide it, dear. Look where thy love comes. Yonder is thy dear.
Dark night that from the eye function takes, the ear more quick of apprehension makes. Wherein it doth impair the seeing sense, it pays the hearing double recompense. Thou art not by mine eye, Lysander, found. My ear, I thank it, brought me to thy sound. But why unkindly didst thou leave me so?
Why should he say, love doth press to go?
What love could press Lysander from my side?
Lysander's love, I would not let it bide. Fair Helen. More gilds the night in all yon fiery O's eyes. Why seekst thou me? Not this make thee know that hate I bear thee did make me leave thee so?
You speak not as you think. It cannot be.
Lo! She is one of this confederacy. Now I perceive they have conjoined all three to fashion this false sport in spite of me. Injurious Hermia, most ungrateful maid, have you conspired? Have you with these contrived to pay me with this foul derision? Is all the counsel we two have shared, the sisters' vows, the hours we have spent when we have chid the hasty-footed time for parting us? Oh, is all quite forgot? All school days friendship, childhood innocence, we, Hermia, like two artificial gods, have with our needles created both one flower, both on one sampler, sitting on one cushion, both warbling one song, both in one key, as if Our hands, sides, voices, and minds had been incorporated. Oh, so we grew together, like to a double cherry, seeming parted, but yet an union in partition. Oh, two lovely berries moulded on one stem. So, two seeming bodies, but one heart. And will you rend our ancient love asunder, to join in men in scorning your poor friend? It is not friendly, it is not maidenly. Our sex, as well as I may chide you for it, though I alone do feel the injury.
I am amazed at your passionate words. I scorn you not. It seems that you scorn me.
Have you not set Lysander, as in scorn, to follow me and praise my eyes and face? Oh, and have you not seen your other love, Demetrius, who even now did spurn me with his foot to call me goddess, nymph, divine, rare, precious, celestial? Wherefore he speaks this to her he hates, and wherefore doth Lysander deny your love, so rich within his soul, and tender me, forsooth, with affection? But by your setting on, by your consent, what, though I not be so in grace as you, so hung upon with love, so fortunate, but miserable most, to love unloved? This you should pity rather than despise.
I understand not what you mean by this.
I do persever, counterfeit sad looks, make mouths at me when I turn my back, wink at each other, hold the sweet jest up. This sport, well carried, shall be chronicled. If you have any pity, grace, or manners, you would not make me such an argument. But fare ye well, 'tis partly my own fault, which death or absence soon shall remedy.
Stay, gentle Helena. Hear my excuse, my life, my love, my soul, fair Helena.
Oh, excellent.
Sweet, do not scorn her so.
If she cannot entreat, I can compel.
Thou canst compel no more than she entreat. Thy threats have no more strength than her weak prayers. Helen, I love thee. By my life, I do. I swear by that which I will lose for thee to prove him false that says I love thee not.
I say I love thee more than he can
If
do.
thou say so, withdraw. Prove it too.
Quick. Come.
Lysander, where'd you tend all this?
Away, you squirrel.
No, sir, yield. Take honor to a mortal, but yet come not. Oh, you are a tame man. Go.
Hang off, thou cat! Thou fur, vile thing! Let loose, or I will shake thee from you.
Why are you grown so rude? What change is this sweet love?
Thy love, out tawny Tartar, out blow of medicine, out pagan, all in hands!
Do you not jest?
Yes, Susan, so do you.
Demetrius, I will keep my word with thee!
Oh, I would I had your bond, for I receive a weak bond from you. I'll not trust your word.
What, should I hurt her? Strike her? Kill her? Dead? Although I hate her, I'll not harm her so.
What? Can you do me greater harm than hate? Hate me? Wherefore? He wouldn't lose my love. Am not I Hermia? Are not you Lysander? I am as fair now as I was erewhile. Since night you loved me, yet since night you left me. Why then you left me, oh the gods forbid. In earnest shall I say?
Aye, by my life, I never did desire to see thee more. Therefore be out of hope, of question, doubt, be certain, nothing truer. 'Tis no jest that I do hate thee, and love Helen.
Oh, me! You juggler, you canker blossom, you thief of love. What? You come in the night and stole my love's heart from me?
Oh, my faith! Have you no modesty, no maiden shame, no touch of bashfulness? What, will you tear impatient answers from my gentle tongue? Fie! Fie, you counterfeit, you puppet, you!
Puppet? Why so? Aye, that way goes the game. Now I perceive she hath made compare between our statures. She hath urged her height, and with her personage, her tall personage, her height, forsooth, she has prevailed with him. Are you grown so high in his esteem, because I am so dwarfish and so low? How low am I, thou painted maypole? Speak! How low am I? I am not yet so low that my nails can reach under thine eyes.
Oh, I pray you, gentlemen, though you mock me, let it not hurt me. I was never cursed. I have no gift at all in shrewishness. You may perhaps think because she is something lower than myself that I can match her.
Lower! Hark again!
Good Hermia! Do not be so bitter with me. I evermore did love you. Hermia, did ever keep your counsels, never wronged you. Save that in love unto Demetrius, I told him of yourself unto this wood. He followed you for love, I followed him. But he hath chid me hence, and threatened me to strike me, spurn me, nay, to kill me too. And so you will let me quiet go. To Athens I will bear my folly back and follow you no further. Let me go. Oh, you see how simple and how fond I am.
Why get you gone? Who is that hinders you?
A foolish heart I leave here behind.
What, with Lysander?
With Demetrius!
Be not afraid. She shall not harm you, Helena.
No, sir, she shall not. No, you take her part.
Oh, when she is angry, she is keen and shrewd. She was a vixen when she went to school, and though she be but little, she is fierce.
Little, again, nothing but low and little. Why will you suffer her to flog me thus? Let me come!
You gone, you dwarf! You minimus of hindering not grass made! You bead! You acorn!
You are too officious on her behalf and scorns her services. Let her alone. Speak not, Helena, take not her part. For if thou dost intend never so little show of love to her, thou shalt abide it.
Now she holds me not. Now follow, if thou darest, to try whose right, of thine or mine, is most in Helena.
Follow? Nay, I'll go with thee. By Jove.
You mistress! All this coil is long of you. Nay, go not back!
I will not trust you. I no longer stay in your cursed company. Your hands may be quicker than mine for a fray, but my legs are longer to run away.
I am amazed and know not what to say.
This is thy negligence. Still thou mistakest. Or else committest thy knaveries willfully.
Oh, believe me, King of Shadows, I mistook.
Did not you tell me I should know the man by the Athenian garments he had on?
And so far blameless proves my enterprise that I have anointed an Athenian's eyes.
And so far, am I glad it so did sort, as this their jangling
I
esteem a sport.
Thou seest these lovers seek a place to fight. I, therefore, Robin, overcast the night, and lead these testy rivals so astray as one come not within another's way, till o'er their brows death counterfeiting sleep with leaden legs and batty wings doth creep. Then crush this herb in Lysander's eye, whose liquor hath this virtuous property to take from thence all error with his might, and make his eyeballs roll with wonted sight. When they next wake, all this derision shall seem a dream and fruitless vision. Whiles I in this affair do be employed, I'll to my queen and beg her Indian boy. And then I will her charmed eye release from monsters' view, and all things shall be peace.
And down, up,
And down!
I will lead them up and down. I am feared,
Field
and town. Goblin, lead them up and down. Here comes one.
Where art thou, proud Demetrius? Speak thou now!
Here, villain, drawn and ready.
Well, now, be with thee straight!
Follow me then to plainer ground.
Lysander, speak again! Thou run away? Thou coward? Art thou fled? Speak! In some bush? Oh, where doth thou hide thy head?
Thou coward!
pointing to the stars?
Telling the bushes that thou lookst for us?
And wilt not come? Come, recreant.
Come, thou child.
I'll rip thee with a rod.
Here's the vial that draws sword on thee.
Yeah, art thou there?
Follow my voice.
We'll try no magic with you.
He goes before me, and still he dares me on. I come where he calls, then he's gone. Villain is much lighter heeled than I. I followed fast, but faster he did fly, but fallen am I in dark, uneven way. And here will rest me. Come, thou gentle day, for if but once thou show me thy grey light, I'll find Demetrius and revenge this fight.
Ho, 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 coward!
Why comest thou not?
Oh, abide me if thou darest, for well I wot thou runnest before me, shifting every place, and darest not stand or look me in the face. Where art thou now?
Come hither.
I'm here.
Nay, then thou mockest me. Oh, thou shalt buy this dear if I ever thy face by daylight see. Now go thy way. Faintness constraineth me to measure up my length on this cold bed. By day's approach, look to be busied.
Oh, weary night. Oh, long, tedious night. Abate thy hours and shine comforts from the east, that I may back to Athens by daylight, from these that my poor company detest. And sleep, that sometimes shuts up sorrow's eye. Steal me a while from mine own company.
Get the three.
Come one more. Two of both kinds make up four.
Here she comes.
Cursed and sad. Cupid is an Amish lad.
That's to make poor females mad.
Never so weary, never so aglow, bedappled by the dew and torn by the briars. I can no further crawl, I can no further go. My legs can keep no pace with my desires. Here I will rest me until the break of day. Heavens! Gently, Sanders, they mean fray.
On the ground,
Sleep sound.
I apply
To your eye.
gentle lover remedy.
When thou wakes.
Thou takes true delights in the sights of thy former lady's eye. And the country proverb known,
That every man should take his own.
in your waking shall be shown.
Jack.
Shall have Jim? Not
Shall go ill. The man shall have his mare again. And all shall be well.
Come, sit thee down upon this flowery bed, while I thy amiable cheeks do void, and stick musk roses in thy sleek, smooth head, and kiss thy fair, large ears. My gentle joy.
Where's Peas Blossom?
ready.
Scratch my head, Peas Blossom. Where's Monsieur Cobweb?
Ready.
Oh, Monsieur Cobweb, good Monsieur, get you your weapons in your hand and kill me. A red-hipped humblebee on top of this one. Oh, and good Monsieur, bring me the honey bag. Where's Monsieur Mustard Seed?
Ready.
Give me your leave, Monsieur. I pray you leave your courtesy, good Monsieur.
What is your will?
Nothing but to help Cavaliere Peas Blossom to scratch. I was to the barber, for methinks I'm marvelous hairy about the face. And I am such a tender ass, if my hair do but tickle me, I must scratch.
What? Wilt thou hear some music, my sweet love?
I have a reasonable good ear in music. Let's have the toms and the bones.
And say, sweet love, what thou desirest to eat.
Truly, a peck of provender. I could munch your good dry oats. Methinks I have a great desire to a bottle of hay. Good hay. Sweet hay hath no fellow.
I have a venturous fairy who shall seek the squirrel's hoard and fetch thee off new nuts.
I rather a handful or two of dried peas. Oh, but I pray you, let none of your people stir me. I have an exposition of sleep come upon me.
Sleep now, and I will wind thee in my arms. Fairies, be gone, and always be away. So doth the woodbine, the sweet honeysuckle gently entwist, the female ivy so enrings the barky fingers of the elm. How I love thee, how I dote on thee.
Well, good Robin, seest thou the sweet sight? Her dotage now I do begin to pity.
Oh.
For, meeting her of late behind the wood, seeking sweet favors of this hateful fool, I did upbraid her and fall out with her. For she his hairy temples then had rounded with cornet of fresh and fragrant flowers. When I had at my pleasure taunted her, and she in mild terms begged my patience, I did ask of her changeling child, which straight she gave me. And her fairy sent to bear him to my bower in fairyland. Now I have the boy. I will undo this hateful imperfection of her eyes. And gentle Puck, take this transformed scalp from off the head of this Athenian swain. That he awaking when the other do, may all to Athens back again repair, and think no more of this night's accidents, but as the fierce vexation of a dream. But first, I will release the fairy queen. Be thou as thou wast wont to be. See as thou wast wont to see. Dian's bud or Cupid's flower hath such force and blessed power. Now, my attendant, wake you, my sweet queen.
My Oberon, what visions have I seen? Methought I was enamored of an ass.
There lies your love.
How came these things to pass? Oh, how my eyes do loathe his visage now.
Silence a while. Robin, take off this head.
But
To 10. Music call and strike more dead than common sleep of all these 5 the sense.
music ho! Music such as charmeth sleep.
Now when thou wakes,
With thine own fool's eyes, peep.
Come, my queen, take hands with me, and rock the ground whereon these sleepers be. Now thou and I, our new in amity, will tomorrow midnight solemnly dance into Theseus' house triumphantly, and bless it to all fair prosperity. There shall the pairs of faithful lovers be wedded, with Theseus, all in jollity.
Come, my lord, and in our flight, tell me how it came this night, that I sleeping here was found with these portions on the ground.
Lysander. And this Demetrius is. And Helena, old Neater's Helena. I wonder if their being here together.
No doubt they rose up early to observe the rite of May, and hearing of our intent, came here in grace of our solemnities. But speak, Aegeus, is not this the day that Hermia should give answer of her choice?
It is, my lord.
Good morrow, friends! St. Valentine is past! Begin these wood birds but to couple now?
Pardon, my lord.
I pray you all, stand up. Now I know you two are mortal enemies. How comes this gentle concord in the world, that hatred is so far from jealousy, to sleep by hate and fear no enmity?
My lord, I shall reply amazedly, half sleep, half waking, but as yet I swear, I cannot truly say how I came here. But as I think, for truly would I speak, and now I do bethink me so it is. I came with Hermia hither. Our intent was to be gone from Athens, where we might, without peril of the Athenian law...
Enough! Enough, my lord, you have enough! I beg the law upon his head! He would have stolen away, he would, Demetrius, thereby to have defeated you and me. You of your wife, and me of my consent that she should be your wife.
My lord! Fair Helen told me of their stealth, of this their purpose hither to this wood, and I in fury hither followed them. Fair Helena in fancy following me. But my good lord, I would not by what power, but by some power it is, my love to Hermia. Melted as the snow seems to me now, as the remembrance of an idol god, which in my childhood I did dote upon. And all the faith, the virtue of my heart, the object and the pleasure of mine eye, is only Helena. To her, my lord, was I betrothed ere I see Hermia, but like in sickness that I loathe this food, but as in health comes to my natural taste, now I do wish it, love it, long for it, and will forevermore be true to it.
Fair lovers, you are fortunate enough. Of this discourse we more will hear anon. Aegeus, I will overbear your will. For in the temple by and by with us, these couples shall be eternally knit. And for the morning now is something worn, our purposed hunting shall be set aside. Away with us to Athens, 3 and 3. We'll hold a feast in great solemnity. Come, Hippolyta.
These things seem small and undistinguishable, like far-off mountains turned into clouds.
Methinks I see things with parted eye, when everything seems double.
Methinks I have found Demetrius, like a jewel, mine own and not mine own.
It seems to me that yet we sleep, we dream. But do not you think the Duke was here and bid us follow him?
Yeah, and my father.
And Hippolyta!
He did bid us go to the temple.
Why then we are awake, let us follow him. And by the way, let us recount our dreams.
When my cue comes, call me and I will answer. My next is most fair Pyramus. Hi-ho! I need a quince. Flew the Alexander. Snout the tinker. Starveling! Love of my life. Stolen hence and left me here asleep. I've had a most rare vision. I've had a dream, past the wit of man, to say what dream it was. Man is but an ass if he go about to expound this dream. Methought I was... There is no man to tell was. Methought I was
And methought I had. What man is but a patched fool if he offered to say what methought I had? The eye of man hath not heard, the ear of man hath not seen, man's hand is not able to taste, his tongue to conceive, nor his heart to report what my dream was. I will get Anita Quince to write a ballad of this dream. It will be called Bottom's Dream. Because it hath no bottom. And I will sing it in the latter end of the play before the Duke. Peradventure, to make it the more gracious, I will sing it at her death.
Bottom! Bottom!
Have you sent to Bottom's house? Is he come home yet?
He cannot be heard of. Antonio is transported. If he come not, then the play is marred. It goes not forward.
It is not possible. You have got a man in all Athens able to discharge Pyramus but he.
No, he hath simply the best wit of any handicraftsman in Athens.
Yea, and the best person too. And he was a very paramour for a sweet voice.
You must say paragon. Paramours, God bless us, a thing of naught.
Masters, the Duke has come from the temple, and there are 2 or 3 lords and ladies more married. If our sport had gone forward, we had all been made men.
Oh, sweet bully Bottom! Thus had he lost 6pence a day during his life. He could not escape 6pence a day, and the Duke had not given him 6pence a day to play Pyramus. I'll be hanged. He would have deserved it. 6pence a day in Pyramus on nothing.
Where are these lads? Where are these hearts? I am to discourse wonders. But ask me not what. For if I tell you, I am no true Athenian. I will tell you everything.
Let us hear, sweet Bottom.
Not a word. All that I will tell you is that the Duke hath died. Get your apparel together, good strings to your beards, new ribbons to your humps. Meet presently at the palace. Every man look o'er his part, for the short and long of it is, our play is preferred. In any case, let Thisbe have clean linen, and let him not that play the lion pare his nails, for they shall hang out for the lion's claws. And most dear actors, eat no onions nor garlic, for we are to utter sweet breath. And I do not doubt what hear them say it is a sweet comedy. No more words. Away. Go away.
Tis strange, my Theseus, that these lovers speak of.
More strange than true. I never may believe these antique fables nor these fairy toys. Lovers and madmen have such seething brains, such shaping fantasies that apprehend more than cool reason ever comprehends. The lunatic, the lover, and the poet are of imagination all compact. One sees more devils than vast hell can hold. That is the madman. The lover, all his frantic, sees Helen's beauty in a proud Egypt. The poet's eye, in a fine frenzy rolling, doth glance from heaven to earth, from earth to heaven. And as imagination bodies forth the form of things unknown, the poet's pen turns them to shapes, and gives to airy nothing a local habitation and a name. Such tricks hath strong imagination, that if it would but apprehend some joy, it comprehends the bringer of that joy. Or in the night imagining some fear, how easy is a bush supposed to bear?
But all the story of the night told over, and their minds transfigured so together, more witnesseth than fancy's images, and grows to something of great constancy, but howsoever strange and admirable.
Here come the lovers, full of joy and mirth. Joy, gentle friends, joy, and fresh days of love accompany your hearts.
More than you must wait in your royal walks, your board, your bed.
Come now, what mask, what dances shall we have to wear away this long age of 3 hours between our after supper and bedtime? Where is our usual manager of mirth? What revels are in hand? Is there no play to ease the anguish of a torturing hour? Call illustrate.
Oh, here. Here, my Theseus.
Say, what abridgment have you for this evening? What mask? What music? How shall we beguile the lazy time, if not with some delight?
There is a brief, how many sports are right. To make choice of which your highness will see first.
The Battle of the Centaurs, to be sung by an Athenian eunuch to the harp.
We'll none of that. That have I told my love, in glory of my kinsman Hercules.
The brides of the tipsy bacchanals tearing the Thracian singer in their rage.
That is an old device, and it was played when I from Thebes came last to conquer it.
The thrice three muses mourning for the death of learning, late deceased in beggary.
That is some satire, keen and critical, not sorting with a nuptial ceremony.
A tedious brief scene of young Pyramus and his love Thisbe. Very tragical mirth.
Merry and tragical? Tedious and brief. That is hot ice and wondrous strange black snow. How shall we find the concord of this discord?
A play there is, my lord, some 10 words long, which is as brief as I have known a play. But by 10 words, my lord, it is too long, which makes it tedious, for in all the play there is not one word apt, one player fitted. And tragical, my noble lord, it is, for Pyramus therein doth kill himself, which when I saw rehearsed, I must confess, made mine eyes water. But more merry tears the passion of loud laughter never shed.
What are they that do play it?
Hard-handed men that work in Athens here, which never labored in their minds till now, and now have toiled their unbreathed memories from this same play against your nuptial.
And we will hear it.
No! My noble lord, it is not for you. I have seen it over, and it is nothing in the world, unless you can find sport in their intense, extremely stretched, and conned with cruel pain to do you service.
I will hear that play, for never anything can be amiss when simpleness and duty doth tender it. Go, bring them in, and take your places, ladies.
I love not to see wretchedness or charged in duty in her service perishing.
Why, gentle sweet, you shall see no such thing.
She says they can do nothing in this kind.
The kind are we to give them thanks for nothing.
So please your grace, the prologue is just.
Let them approach.
If we offend, it is with our goodwill. That you should think we come not to offend, but with goodwill, to show our simple skill. This is such a beginning of our end. Consider then, we come but in despite. We do not come minding to content you. Our true intent is, all for your delight, we are not here. That you should here repent you. The actors are at hand, and by their show, you shall know all that you are like to know.
This fellow doth not stand upon point.
She hath rid her prologue like a rough colt. She knows not to stop.
Who is next?
Gentles, perchance you wonder at this show, but wonder on to the all things plain. This man is Pyramus, if you would know. This beauteous lady is beauteous. This man, rhyme and rough cast, doth present wool. That vile wool to which these lovers sunder, and through walls chink, for souls they are content to whisper, at the which let no man wonder. This man, the lantern dog and bush of thorn, presenteth if you allow by moonshine that these waters think no scorn, to meet at Ninus' tomb, there to woo this grisly beast, which lie in height by night. This be coming first by night, did scare away, or rather did affright. And as she fled, her mantle she did fall, which lion, vile with bloody mouth, did stain. Anon comes Pyramus, sweet youth and tall, and finds his trusty Thisbe's mantle slain. Whereat, with blade, bladeful blade, he bravely broached his boiling bloody breast. Terry in mulberry shade, his dagger drew, and for all the rest, that lion wall, moonshine, and lovers twain, and love, while here they do remain.
I wonder if the lion may speak.
No wonder, my lord. One lion may when many asses do.
In this same interlude it doth befall that I, one snout by name, present a wall. And such a wall as I would have you think had in it a crannied hole or chink, through which the lovers Pyramus and Thisbe did whisper often, very secretly. This loam, this rough cast, and this stone doth show that I am that same wall. The truth is so, and this, the cranny is, right and sinister, in which the
I don't care to speak better.
It is the wittiest partition I ever heard discourse, my lord.
Pyramus calls in the wall. Silence.
Oh, grim night! Oh, night with you so black! Oh, night, whichever art, when day is not. Oh, night! Oh, night! Alack! I feel like these policies forgot, and now! Oh, wall, sweet, Oh, lovely wall. Her mother's ground and mine. Now, wall. Oh, wall. Oh, sweet and lovely wall. Show me thy chink. To blink through with mine eye. Thanks, courteous wall. But what see I? No Thisbe do I see. Oh, wicked wall through whom I see no bliss. Curse be thy stone to the dust deceiving me.
The wall, methinks, being sensible, should curse again.
No, in truth, sir, he should not. Deceiving me is Thisbe's cue. She is to enter now. Yonder she comes.
You ladies here. do fear the smallest monster's mouth creeps on the floor. And now perchance both quake and tremble here, when lion, rough in wildest rage, doth roar. Then know that I snub the joiner. I'm a lion fell, nor else no lion's dam. For if I should as lion come in strife into his place, for pity on my life.
Oh, a very noble beast, and of good fortune.
The very best of a beast, my love, that e'er I saw.
This lion is a very fox for his valor.
True, and a goose for his discretion.
It is well. Leave it to his discretion. And let us listen to the moon.
Did this lantern that the horn and moon possess?
Should have worn the horns on his head.
He is no crescent, and the horns are invisible within the circumference.
Did this lantern that the horn and moon presents, myself the man with moon do seem to...
This is the greatest error of all the rest. The man should be put into the lantern. How else is it the man at the moon?
I grow weary of this moon. Would he would change.
It appears by this small light of discretion that he is in the way. But yet, in all courtesy, in all reason, we must stay at home.
Proceed, moon.
All I have to say is to tell you that the lantern is the moon, I man in the moon, this stormish, my dormish, and this dog, my dog!
But all these should be in the lantern, for all these are in the moon. But silence, here comes Thisbe.
This is all that is true. Nighness is true. Where is my love?
Truly, the moon shines with good grace.
Oh, and then came Uranus.
So the lion vanished.
Sweet moon, I thank thee for thy sunny beams. I thank thee, moon, for shining now so bright. For by thy gracious, golden, glittering gleams, I trust to take of truest Thisbe sight. But stay, oh spite, but mark, poor knight, what dreadful goals here. Eyes, eyes, do you see? How can it be? Oh, dainty duck, oh dear, thy mantle good. What? Stained with blood. Approach, ye fury spell! Oh, fates, come, come! Cut thread and drum! Quail, crush, conclude, and quail!
This passion in the death of a dear friend would go near to make a man look sad.
Be true, my heart, but I pity the man.
Oh, wherefore, nature, didst thou lion friend, since lion vile hath here deflowered, my dear? Deflowered! loved, that liked, that looked with cheer. Come, tears, confound, now sword and wound the pap of Pyramus. I, the left pap, where the eye of thus die I. Thus. 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 Now am I. Now am I fled. My soul is in the sky. Lose thy light. Moon, take thy flight. Now, die. 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 Die.
With the help of a surgeon, he might have recovered.
How chance moonshine is gone before Thisbe comes back and finds her lover?
She will find him by starlight. Here she comes. And her passion ends the play?
Oh, methinks she should not use a long one for such a Pyramus. I hope she will be.
Oh, she has spied him already with his toes.
Asleep, my love. What? Take my dog! Oh, Pyramus! Arise!
Your play needs no excuse, ever excuse, for When the players are all dead, there need none be blamed. Mary, if he'd had writ it, had played Pyramus and hanged himself in Thisby's garter, it would have been a fine tragedy. Oh, and so it is. Truly, and very notably discharged. Lovers, to bed. I fear we shall outsleep the coming morn as much as we this night have overwatched.
This palpable gross play hath well beguiled the heavy gait of night.
Sweet friends, to bed.
A fortnight bold be this solemnity, in nightly revels and new jollity.
If we shadows have offended,
Think but this, and all is mended.
you have but slumbered here.
While these visions did appear.
And this weak and idle theme.
No more yielding but a dream.
Gentles, do not reprehend.
And as I am an honest puck,
If we have unearned luck,
Now to escape the serpent's tongue.
We will make amends ere long.
else the puck a liar call.
So good night unto you all.
Give me your hands.
If we be friends, and
And
Robin
Robin
shall
shall
restore
restore
amends.
you.